Good afternoon, my friends. What up? What up? It is a beautiful bluebird day. Looks like we got some type of air show happening today. Kind of blocking out the sun. Beautiful, gorgeous rays dumping on us. Oh my goodness. It has been a day, y'all. We have had so many things going on, so many different little errands, so many little projects. One cool thing was this morning, we got to go visit our good friends, Scotty and Kim, over at their OffGrid homestead, and got to hang out with the family and all their animals and catch up. Oh, always good hanging out with your fellow homesteading friends. Wind has been something of a beast, and you can see the flags in the background. One of my projects that I'm supposed to be getting to, and I haven't been able to, is our first our first high tunnel that I built, which we're going to turn into our greenhouse. It's got automatic windows in it that have already been cut out. So I've been wanting to rip everything down and put the right UV resistant sheeting over that and get that ready to go. That's right. Let's go take a look at what else we got planted in the garden. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we got going on today. Today is all about compost, all the different compost piles we have. Oh, y'all, the temperature is warm and it feels so good. I think we're going through a nice little warming trend right now. So I'll take it, but I think we got some bumpiness coming this weekend. So y'all stay prepared and buckle up, buttercups, because I think we're in store for some more wild weather. And the ducks. How are we doing, ducks? All right, so I just moved their house, and I'm collecting all the spent straw, all their business that they did in there. I'm getting it all gathered up, and we're putting that into the new compost that we just created. And I like to actually, I'll let their house sit for a little while, and I'll just keep adding more bedding in there, more straw, more hay, and I'll let it sit over time. And you can see they're already getting the goodness in the ground, all the little pesky pests and things of that nature. But yeah, I'll move their house from time to time, and like I said, just let it sit, and then I'll come back and get the deep bedding that we put in there, and then I'll put that either in the new compost, or I'll be putting it over into our two other existing compost. Oh, let's get back to the garden, y'all. So, beautiful job my baby did here. So we've got several different varieties going on. We've got cabbage, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, cabbage. Obviously, that's in that bed right there. Apologize, the planes are out and about, and I can hear that one. And over on the other side of this trellis, we haven't put them in yet. They're under the grow lights, but we do have some loofahs going, and they have germinated beautifully. So yeah, we plant the loofahs on this side, and they arch over just so beautifully. And inside, oh, the temperature is nice in here, y'all. And inside of our new greenhouse, which slashes our original high tunnel, greenhouse high tunnel, same thing. But she's got all of our onions set in. We've got a mix of variety of hardneck and softneck garlic going. The reason why we did that is because we wanted to experiment. Now, we live in Tennessee, and softnecks do very good for us. But we wanted to try hardneck and see how that grew because, you know, hardnecks, you get the garlic scapes, and they're really good. You can chop them up, dice them up. You can put them on your salad, different types of dishes. And it makes a really good pesto, which is absolutely amazing. So we've got carrots, nothing here yet. We've got more garlic, onions, cilantro. She's got all year round lettuce, more onions, arugula, carrots, onions, a whole bunch of spinach, and more of our onions. And some more garlic going right there. Like I said before, if you missed it, we're doing an experiment with our garlic. We're doing some in the high tunnel, and then we have our bed right outside. And we wanted to see how they grew based upon the weather. If we got too much rain, at least in here, we could control the moisture so everything didn't get just flooded out and soggy and just too much water. I can go ahead and leave the door open on that. We're doing good in there. Then in this bed right here, looks like we got pole beans on this side, bush beans over there. We've got sugar snap peas, Desiree peas. Don't know what that is, but I'm sure they're going to be delicious. Looks like we got more peas, a lot of peas going on. This bed is all broccoli. Then we've got Swiss chard. This bed is all Swiss chard, which is absolutely phenomenal. And nothing in this bed yet. I think we're going to be doing tomatoes, and I know some squashes, cucumbers, things of that nature. We've got rhubarb going, and I know she's going to trellis something over here. And then we'll swing on over to our other compost pile. Now this one right here is ready to go. It is absolutely beautiful inside. That's the next one to go. And this tarp just kind of blew on here, but holy biscuits. Woo! Did you guys see that? My heart just skipped a beat. It wasn't a black snake. I'm not sure what it was, but I did see the top of it and the patterns. So I know it wasn't anything poison. But that bad chicken just went, oh, he's right there. Let's see if we can get him. I think that's, you guys see him? Yeah, that's like all, I don't see any crazy markings on him. So, that might be a rat snake. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this tarp back. Bad management, bad job me for not putting that away properly. But our compost is super simple. We do a cold compost. We don't do a hot one. We just let it set. We set it, forget it. We dig into the bottom. We've already gotten into that one. I kind of covered it up a little bit. Beautiful earthworms in there. The soil is just rich and beautiful. I want to dig in there, but Mr. Snaky Pants. But yeah, so let's go back to that real quick. So basically what we do with our compost, all of our spent straw, oh God, stick, get out of here. All of our spent straw, our spent hay, all the cow manure, pig manure, all the chicken squat, all their stuff. Everything comes in here, and we put, you can see over here, on this one, when we butcher all of our chickens, all the feathers go in here, all the blood, anything like that goes in here. And like I said, we just set it and forget it. Oh yeah. If you guys can tell me what he is, let me know in the comments. Woo-wee. Let me see if I can find a little tool or a toy. I know she's got one around here somewhere. I know I put it somewhere. Let's see if I can find it. A little shovel. Oh, we just leave stuff lying around. You know, it is what it is. I'm gonna go this way. This is our other high toner right here that we just got. I'm super, super stoked about that one. All right, little fella, you stay there. Let's see if I can do this one with one hand. Oh, you guys see that? That is just beautiful. Looks like there's a little worm right there. Oh yeah, he's creepy crawling. Oh, that smells like good dirt right there, y'all. So that is our beautiful compost. Like I said, we just set it and forget it. And this is our newest high tunnel. We've got 3 rows going on in here. Now we're gonna see how we like how the setup is, and then we're just gonna go from there. But we've got broccolis, looks like all broccolis in here. And I know she is gonna do tomatoes in here as well. And we'll find out a little bit more what she's gonna be planting in here. And like I said, we'll have a good garden tour coming up, so that's gonna be phenomenal. I'm excited to get things in the ground. And so far, we've got all of our first round stuff in. From there, we'll be doing our loofahs, our cucumbers, our tomatoes. I know she's got some other stuff in there as well. And this is our potato bed right here. So we did Kennebec potatoes, and they're our absolute favorite to go, our favorite to grow. They're a white potato, very low moisture, very good for frying, and they have a really, really beautiful flavor to them, so we absolutely love them. But I'm loving everything in here so far, and let's just keep our fingers crossed. You never know about gardening. Growing meat is always easy, but growing vegetables, it's hit or miss with the weather sometimes. It just depends if there's too much sun, if there's too much moisture. But grow your own food, y'all. There's nothing better. We do seasonal growing. We practice regenerative agriculture here. So our animals work for us, and everything that the animals do for us, they make beautiful green pastures, and everything gets put back into the garden. So y'all saw our main compost where we do everything. This is our second. Hello, big man. How we doing? Look at that butt. Yeah. That is a good looking boy right there, y'all. I can't tell you that enough. All right, so this is our cow stall, and we raised 2 beautiful black Angus steers. Hey, boy. How we doing? Yeah. You want some love? Come here. Come here. You want some scratchies? All right, so in our main stall area, I built a 12 by 12 stall to house these guys, and we have a gate that goes right out into the pasture for them. We are going to be moving them. I am in the process of gathering all the materials, mapping everything out, laying everything out, designing everything out for our barn. We want to have a big, long breezeway and then add on from there, but we'll get more into that. So inside of our cow stall right here, we do the deep bedding method as well. So any of their cow manure, we'll scoop it up, we'll put it into our little cart, we'll take it over to compost. And along with the manure, we're getting all the spent hay that is on the ground. We'll take some of the hay and we'll sprinkle it around out into the pasture and into this area. This area right here is kind of beaten down because in the wintertime, we'll bring them in because they always wanted to be near their food. So, big man, what you got going on? So they always want to be near their food, so we'll keep them in here. That way we can give our beautiful pastures a rest. So inside of their stall, we just layer it up. We'll pick up all of the cow manure and all the spent straw and any of the wood chips, really good carbon, and we'll put it into our compost. And then from there, we'll just come back in. We'll lay down fresh wood chips so everything is nice and clean. You would never know that we owned cows. And that goes the same with our chickens and our pigs. If you get a bad odor or smell, come here, boy. Then if you get a bad odor or smell, then you're doing something wrong. That is what is called bad management, because you should never know that there are farm animals here unless you actually visually see them. Never to the nose, but to the eye. And that just keeps everybody healthy and happy. So along with our deep method right here, we just add it. It collects. So we got the carbon from the wood chips. We've got the hay. We got the green from the hay. And also their manure. Perfect fertilizer. And it is already... Come here. I'm trying to not get my knee in anything bad. And their manure is just pure green from the pasture and also from the hay. And we'll just take that and we'll put it into compost. And we dig into this. It just digs right up, and it's beautiful black gold dirt. And it just goes right into the garden. And it is beautiful. So it's just layer upon layer. You go, big man. You want to say hello? You want to boop it? That's you. You gotta love them. You gotta love them. There you go, boy. Hello, chickens. Hello, speckles. This is our lively bunch right here. That big man right there is Chili Pepper. I've had him for 5 years, and he is actually 7 years old. He is a stout boy. All right, so this is the inside of our chicken run, and a lot of things are going to be changing as we get the new barn and new chicken run going. Kind of what we're doing. I've just been taking all of their bedding and raking it out into here or taking it over into the bigger compost pile. But we've just been adding a whole bunch of wood chips and letting it build up. Now, I've done this once before when our chickens were yonder, but we moved them over here closer to the garden, and they had sat there for a year. And I wish I was filming then so you all could have seen it. But over the time, it just got so thick, just layered up from just adding wood chips, spent hay, spent straw, everything, all their chicken squat. And digging up underneath, it was just beautiful, beautiful black dirt, perfect for the garden. So we're gonna switch things up just a little bit. I went ahead and added, this is a 16-foot 16-foot hog panel. It's about like just under 35 inches. And I basically wrapped it around, made a teardrop style, and I just zip tied the ends of it. So it's a nice little ring. And what we're doing here is we are just adding all of our components, all the spent hay, all the spent straw, everything from them, everything from the pigs, even from the sheep, and especially all the cow manure. It is just beautiful and luscious, and that is one reason why I'm so excited that we have cows. Not only are they beautiful animals, they're easy to maintain, they are pasture raised, and they're gonna give us a lot of good meat. But they produce the most amazing cow manure, which is awesome for composting. So we're just taking everything, dumping it in, compiling it down, letting it sit. You definitely want to make sure you have good sun exposure, and we are all on the southern side over here. So it'll just bake in the sun, get real nice, good temperatures inside. We don't turn it, anything like that. We just let it set. We'll lift it up, and then we'll let the chickens go to town. Chickens will get up on here, scratch it around, lay their manure, and we'll lift this ring up, let it spread all around, and we'll collect all that goodness and take it over to the compost. Got to be careful how much you load this up. Because it could be a little heavy. All right, so the next round we got, this is all the spent straw and hay from our ducks with all of their manure that they dropped in there as well. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and move it around a little bit, kind of get it nice and level. Some will fall out on the side, but shoot, all you gotta do is just pick it up, put it back in. So you're just gonna stack everything up nice and high, everything will compact down, and that beautiful sun will hit it, it'll get nice and warmed up inside, and that'll be perfect for a nice compost. Now this area in here, you can see what I was working with. It's nice and deep. It's a mixture of straw, hay, wood chips, all of their manure. And don't worry, I'll wash my hands. This layers up and it'll just break down. And any of this, I like to keep the moisture down, especially when it rains. I'll always come in and add wood chips. So that way they're not running around on all the muckiness, and you'll never have that smell. And this is exactly what they'll do. Good job, Chili Pepper. They'll just sit here on the sides. They'll peck at it. Any types of little bugs and insects that might be in there that was collected over time or just resting in there, they're getting after it. And that is good food for them, good nutrition. And once this gets built up, they'll actually jump on there. They'll keep doing the same thing. They'll get all the goodness. They'll drop their manure. Hey, you are very vocal today, buddy. We do add kitchen scraps, you know, mostly for the chickens, and we'll throw them on. Thanks, buddy. And you want some? I think we may have some leftover steak. But we'll throw any leftover kitchen scraps and things of that nature on top of that. Encourage them to get in there, to play with it, to move it around. And over time, it'll just start to break down. You'll know when it's ready by just digging in at the bottom of it and seeing how well it's doing. I'm not very sciencey about it. I know a lot of people really get into compost and they have these methods and all these different things. I'm more of just a set it and forget it type of person. As you saw from our main compost pile over there, we dug into the bottom of it. It was beautiful. There was life in there with the earthworms. So you'll know when it's ready. You can grab a handful of it, and it has a beautiful smell to it. And I'm going to get the rest of the deck's bedding, and we're going to complete that. And we're just going to keep on adding and adding on to that until it's full. Once it's ready, we'll just lift the ring, move it to the side, or put it over into the other compost area. And we'll just keep repeating the same process, y'all. Ducks, what are you thinking? Yeah, they're getting all the goodness over there. And with your compost pile, you definitely need a little bit of moisture. So you definitely want to either spray in some water, or if you know you're going to get rain very soon, let that go. But one thing that I like to do, and courtesy of the ducks, is that we like to use their pond water, and we'll just dip that in there. Now, duck pond water is absolutely phenomenal for your garden because it's got all of the duck's business up in there. And that is the one thing about ducks that differs from chickens. Difference with the chickens versus your ducks. Chickens' nitrogen, their business is going to be extremely hot. You want to let it set, don't touch it, let it cool down. But the duck business, it's ready for business. And I'll take some of this pond water, and I'll just pour it on top of the compost pile a couple different times and get it nice and wet and saturated. We just kind of let it sit and let it do its thing, get beautiful, get nice, dark, rich soil going for us for the garden. All right, y'all, that's going to do it for us today. I truly appreciate y'all. Usually we like to try to end the video with some good homemade, scratch-made cooking, what we're having for supper. But we're just doing something simple tonight, y'all. We're just doing spaghetti and meatballs. We're doing the meatballs with lamb. And yeah, I just want to thank you guys for tuning in and following us along on our journey. We got a lot of big things coming up, and we're super excited to be here and to share our journey with you. Hopefully we can add some insight and some inspiration into your daily lives. Whether it be if you're homesteading or if you're living off grid or just any type of inspiration to get out and live life to the fullest. But big man right here. We truly appreciate y'all. We thank y'all, and God bless y'all. We'll see y'all on the next one.